Okay, hello and welcome, and thank you for joining me here on this Monday evening. I'm coming in live to you, not from the island today, but I'm in the Rock and Roll Travel Lodge over in Worthing. We're visiting my mum today, and I'm coming to you live from Worthing on Travel Lodge's Wi-Fi. So it's the rock and roll lifestyle. So tonight we're going to be talking about how you can design and feel you're aligned. Now, the word aligned I'm going to be using a lot tonight. I'm going to explain exactly what I mean by that in just a minute. But how you can design and feel your aligned transformational packages online with ease. Now, the word aligned, there's two places that you can do business from. There's one, you can create offers and do your marketing from your head, from logic. So that might look like I want to create an income of XYZ a month, or I need to raise XYZ number of pounds or thousands of pounds. So when you create from that space, what happens is you're putting the money, you're putting the business ahead of what you actually really truly feel called to do. And when we're talking about alignment, when I'm talking about an aligned offer and authentic aligned marketing, I mean that you say no to any kind of should. There is no should in aligned marketing. There is no should in aligned business. You do what you are called to do. You don't do something just because you think that it has to be this way, or because this is how it's done in my sector, or if your sector, if everyone in your sector is running workshops, local workshops, and they're all trying to fill their local workshops, that doesn't mean that you have to do workshops. If you don't want to do workshops, if you love workshops and you love the whole idea of standing in front of people in a room and filling up, getting bums on seats for workshop after workshop, then that's great. But if you don't love that, but you're doing it because you think you have to, you're out of alignment. So I'm going to be talking a lot about you checking in with yourself and seeing what you really want to do. Because when you do that, when you put yourself first, I mean, of course, we have to put our client first. We can't just sell something that nobody wants. But when you show up in business in a way that excites you, and you create offers that excite you, I promise you everything is easier. So I'm going to go into some more detail about what all of that means to you, but that's what alignment is. It's where it comes from inside of you, rather than you trying to serve an external need. That makes sense. Where, I need to raise this money, or I need to make this much money a month. Take that away. Let that become the secondary benefit of you doing what you absolutely love to do in the way that you absolutely love to do it. So, how do I change slides on the Mac? Right. So, who am I, first of all? Well, if you don't know me, my name is Veronica Pullen, and I've been online. I've been socialising online for close to 20 years now, and I was born with partial hearing loss at the age of 12. I was diagnosed with rheumatoid arthritis, and that's pretty severe, to be fair. At the age of 26, I was diagnosed with an eyesight condition that meant that I lost my driving licence. So the independence that I gained from learning to drive was taken away from me when I lost my licence. And I've built a full-time income online. In fact, I've built two full-time incomes online because my husband works with me in the business. I'm the person who brings in the income. So the money that I make online serves our lifestyle. And I was working it out, I actually haven't done anything offline for 2 years, coming up for 2 years next month. Everything that I do 100% online. Well, I'm making my income online, showing up in business the way I want to show up in business, serving clients that I absolutely love being with, and helping them to get the result that they want to achieve that I excel in. So, all of our clients we work with remotely. We live on the Isle of Wight, where, so if you didn't know I lived on the Isle of Wight, that little funny that I made at the beginning fell flat. We moved to the Isle of Wight in 2013, and that was actually a 20-year dream of mine to live there. It's not, that's not to say that it's a mega expensive place to live, because it really isn't, but it was because until then, we've been tied, so we had to, even though I was in business, my husband was in a job, so we had to be close to his employer. But it was in 2013 where I got the business to a point where I could bring him in, that we became location independent. So we can travel, we can move around, and I can do whatever I want to do from wherever I want to do it with an internet connection. So yeah, so 2 full-time incomes being generated, and really, I guess one of the takeaways I want to leave you with tonight is, no matter what you've got going on in your life, a lot of people have got something going on in their life that could be a reason not to succeed online. And I want to kind of leave you with the takeaway that it doesn't matter what is going on for you. Well, of course it matters what is going on for you, but it's not a barrier to you having a successful business, whether, whatever it is that you've got going, whether it's an illness, whether it is that you're caring for elderly parents, whether it is that you've got children, that means that you can't hustle from 5 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day. That it doesn't matter. When you are aligned with your business, and when you are aligned with everything that you do, you can show up authentically in the way that working it around what else you've got going on for you, but it won't matter. None of it will matter, because there is no must do. There is no should. You do what is good for you, and nobody tells you otherwise. So there are 9 steps to designing your offer, getting it out there, and then enrolling in your dream client. So let's have a look at what they are. All right, number 1. Identify your dream client and the pain that they have. There's a pain or frustration that they have that brings them to your website. There is something that your audience have, frustration or pain, an emotion of some degree, that brings them to you to get help. Now, but from the pain point of view, you will have been told this. You will have been told by somebody who has come to you and says, "Oh, I'm so glad I met you, because I've been struggling with ABC," whatever that was. That's the pain that they have that you can resolve. But then, who are you serving? Because if you're going to take money, oh no, that doesn't sound right. If you're going to accept anybody as a client, no matter whether they're aligned with you or not, sooner or later you're gonna fall out of love with what you're doing. You're gonna feel resentful to these people that are hanging around you and sapping all of your energy. So step 1 is to get clear on who you would absolutely love to spend your time with. If all of your needs were met, if your financial needs, your emotional needs, and your material needs were met, who would you love to hang out with? And then you create your marketing to call those people in. Well, whoever they are that you love to spend your time with. Because when you are aligned, when you create aligned offers and you go out there and you market authentically, what actually happens is you will bring in people who you absolutely love spending time with anyway. And then getting paid for it is a bonus. It's not the core reason why you do it. You do it because you're loving what you do, and you're loving who you're spending time with. So step 1 is to get clear on who is your dream client. Maybe you already have them as a client. You wish there was 100 of them. Maybe you already have them as a friend, and you wish they were a client. You wish you could have 100 clients like them. Maybe they're not a client. Maybe they're someone that you know, online or offline, and no, from what you know about them, they're not close enough to be a friend, but from what you know about them, they would be perfect. If only you could work with people just like them. Get clear on who your ideal clients are, where if all of your needs were met, you've got to spend time with these people, serving these people day after day, and you got paid for it. Who would those people be? What would they look like? And then what result is it that they want that your program, your offer, your package? I'm going to use the word offer, program, and package interchangeably because it's the same thing. You know, for some people, they're creating packages of sessions. For some people, they're creating an online training program. So offer is kind of like an umbrella term that I use for whatever it is that you're promoting. I don't use the word offers to mean discount. I mean the thing that you're offering. So if I use the word package, program, or offer, I'm actually meaning the same thing. So we know who your dream client is, and we know what pain they have that you solve. So then what's the result that they want that you can deliver? Or to ask it a different way, what result does your offer, package, program deliver to them? Because it might not be the big result that they want. It might be part of it. You might give them this particular offer might just solve one part of their pain. So get clear on what the result is that your offer is going to deliver, so that you now know who you want to talk to in your marketing, your dream client, what they're struggling with right now, their pain, and the result that they have come to you or are looking to you to help them achieve. Okay? Now, number 3, how do they actually talk about this pain? What is the language that they're using when they talk about their pain? And this, again, you will have been told this. You will have been told this either in emails that they've sent to you, so where you've had conversations by email with clients in the past. You could have been told this in calls. If you're doing coaching calls with your clients, they will have told you. If you look on Facebook or forums, you'll see people asking questions about this pain. Look at how they're talking about it. Look at the language that they're using to describe it. And take note of what people are actually saying, what your audience are saying they have a problem with, and the way that they describe it. Because, for example, if you were a coach, or if I was talking to a coach and I said, do you want to grow your business? You might resonate with that, but you wouldn't resonate as quickly or as deeply as if I said, are you looking to enroll more clients? Are you struggling to get people to sign up to your free consultation? Or can you get people onto your free consultation, but at the end when you offer to work with them or invite them to work with you, they're not signing up? Different, same thing, but it's use the language that they use. So when you're talking in your marketing, when you go out there with your marketing to talk to those ideal clients that you want to draw in, they do actually hear you. They hear you because you're talking their language. Now, there's even a thing around, if I was talking to retailers, if I wanted to get the attention of shop owners or retail website owners, and I talked about client acquisition, it wouldn't resonate as much as if I talked about customers. I mean, that's a very basic example, but it demonstrates what I'm talking about, because retailers talk about customers, service businesses, coaches, trainers, we talk about client. So even using the word customer versus client in the wrong marketplace is not going to get heard. Does that make sense? So listen and take notice of what people say. I mean, if I see a Facebook post from somebody who is in my audience asking a question around what I do actually screen grab that post and I save it, so that when I'm crafting my marketing, I can use that language to resonate on the same level. That makes sense? So take notice of what you're being told by the people around you who are your audience about their pain. Take notice of what they're struggling with and the way that they tell you, the way that they describe what they're struggling with. Number 4. This is going to be probably quite different to how you've approached creating packages and offers before. But number 4 is, how do you actually do your best work? You know, when you have a day or you're working with a client and you're doing it, the way that you're working with them, you absolutely love it, and you come away and you really feel a buzz about it. You know, like if you love delivering workshops, you'll leave that workshop feeling a total buzz. You'll be hyper coming off the stage, or coming, the attendees leaving, you'll be buzzing for a few hours. How do you work with clients that leaves you buzzing, that leaves you really fired up? I mean, I love teaching like this. I love it. I love teaching live online training. It fills me up. I'm less filled up by doing one-to-one calls on the same time, on the same day every week. You know, so if you've got a client where I've got to meet them every Thursday at 2:30, that would drive me crazy after a while, because I don't like. I like freedom. I like to have the freedom to make decisions and do stuff and act on my creativity. So I do one-to-one calls, but they're booked in. They're on a regular schedule. I'm not tied down to being somewhere at the same time every week. I'm less excited by having a regular offline commitment. If I had to go and meet someone offline every week or every month, that wouldn't fill me up either. It would feel like a chore. So there are certain ways that you work with your client, or that you could work with your client, that you absolutely love and you enjoy. Now imagine that ideal client that you identified at number 1, you got to spend all day with them doing the work that you love the most. So you get to spend, in my case, you get to spend all day teaching, or every day teaching online and doing a live program with them. The people that I love to be around, are highly motivated, keen to get out there, open to possibilities. And I'm hanging out with these people every day, showing up in the way that I absolutely love to show up. Because when you do your best work, when you are doing the work that fills you up the most, you're playing your A game. And when you play your A game, your clients get a much better experience with you. When you deliver a tremendous experience, they're far more likely to get the results. So the overall outcome is massive for both of you. You're loving it, they're loving it, and it's just a great experience for both of you. And the secondary bonus is that you're getting paid for it, rather than creating an offer that, you know, for example, if you wanted to create an offer that you believe would sell the most, so let's just say that you know from your experience that if you offer tons of your one-to-one time, you'll be able to sell a program for more money. But the reality is you don't enjoy doing one-to-one stuff. So at some point you're going to feel kind of resentful, maybe you're slightly disconnected, and you're not going to be enjoying it as much. So you're not going to give your all to it, because you're a bit fed up, don't like this, oh god, it's such a chore, I've got to do a call. If you feel like that, you're not giving them the greatest experience with you, and then that has a long-term impact. That has an impact on the result that they'll get. That has an impact on how many referrals they give you, and ultimately it'll have an impact on your mental health, because if you're not in love with what you're doing, at some point you're going to burn out. It's not going to be enough for you. It's going to be too much for you. So when you create an offer that includes the way that you do your best work. It's magic. It's truly magic. And you will find that because it's full of the way that you do your best work, and you'll create this offer that you're truly, truly excited about, you'll find that it's easy for you to go out there and talk about it, and it's much more attractive because your passion is coming through, your excitement is coming through, and energy is palpable, even though it's online and it's only words mostly. If you're writing posts, your energy behind the marketing is palpable. We can feel it. We can feel when you're in alignment, and we can feel when it's a chore. Trust me. You only need to look at Facebook. You will be able to tell when somebody's creating a post from energy. When there's energy behind their words, you will know. And your audience will pick that up. And when you're truly excited, it will transmit into everything that you do. So, which leads us on to designing a hell yes core package. This is a core package of stuff that you offer. That it might be a series of coaching sessions. It might be, hey, so 6 weeks of weekly calls with me, if that's whatever it is that fills you up. But the core offer itself is so exciting. You can visualize yourself delivering this offer, and the excitement of anticipation in delivering the offer is more exciting than getting paid. I know that might sound mad, but when you are in alignment with your offer, it really, really is exciting. It feels like Christmas is coming because you're that excited. You just cannot wait for Thursday to come along so you can start delivering. You haven't gone out there and marketed it yet. You've got no clients yet, but you know that you're going to love delivering this thing so much. And then it just happens. You go out there and you market it. The energy is attractive, and your ideal clients come in because you're talking their language and you're marketing and you're calling them in. So when you are truly aligned and excited about your offer, your package, your program, or whatever, you'll be excited to promote so that marketing won't feel like a chore, but they'll be eager to buy it because they feel your palpable energy. Your language is talking to them on an emotional level. I'm going to talk about that in a minute. And they're drawn to it. But not only will you draw in clients, you're drawing all kinds of other people as well, which I'll talk about in just a minute. Because over the past weeks, there has been some amazing opportunities coming in purely by clients going out there in alignment and stepping up with their aligned offer. It's just amazing. We're actually not even an offer, setting that intention and getting clear about who their ideal clients are and how they do their best work and what they who they want to help with what pain. And clients are coming in without even there being an offer. So once you've got your exciting core offer, so the core offer itself is exciting, then you can add additional bonuses or resources or goodies to turn that exciting offer into an absolute no-brainer. So the core offer itself sells. It sells on its own. It doesn't, think of that as the cake and the bonuses are the icing. You would eat the cake, but the icing just tops it off and makes it that cake that you can't. It's calling you, because the whole thing just looks amazing, but the cake on its own would be great. And that's what you do when you add your bonuses or your extra resources or extra little goodies to make it easier for them to get the result. Little touches that you can add to turn your oh my god, how yes exciting offer into a wow. That they are wowed by the value of this package, this offer. And all of it is coming from what you love most. So you're serving yourself as well as serving your clients. It's just a magical combination. So number 7 is to get authentically visible online and ask for the sale every day. Now, if you're not attracting clients online, can you look at your marketing and say honestly that you asked for the sale enough? Because don't assume that people know that you want to sell. It sounds obvious. Yeah, I'm in business, of course I want to sell. Don't assume that other people know that. You've got to invite them to take that step with you. And getting visible online, so we know the language that your audience use to describe their pains and frustrations and the results that they want. So we go out there and we talk to that person. We talk their language. We create content from emotional content, because people decide whether they want to work with you, or people decide to buy based on how they feel about it emotionally, and then they justify it with logic. If you're marketing and if your offers are created from a place of logic and you want them to take an action from a place of emotion, there's a disconnect. When your offers are created from your intuition, you're in alignment with the offer, and your marketing has an emotion base, and it's talking their language and it's connecting with them on an emotional level, they will resonate with it and they will hear you. And not only will they hear you, other people will hear you. And by other people, I mean people who want to interview you, people who want to promote you to their audience, people who want to JV with you, people who want to put you on their stage. All kinds of people will hear you when you are in alignment with what you're promoting and you're creating content promotion that speaks to them emotionally, authentically. By authentically, I mean not putting on a business persona, but showing up as yourself, being true. That doesn't mean that you have to share absolutely everything. It doesn't mean that you can't have stuff that is private. Absolutely not. But it means not being vanilla and boring and bland because you're trying to be everything to everybody and you're trying to make everybody like you, or everybody's happy with you and being a nice person. But I'm sure you are a nice person, but you will never keep everybody happy. And when you try, you dumb down. When you try to be everything to everybody, you're nothing to anybody. And when you try to be the person that everyone likes, and you're afraid that someone won't like you or will get fed up with you or be pissed off with you, what you're doing is you're dumbing down your personality, and it's your personality that will shine, connecting with your audience on an emotional level. Let them get to know who you are, so they connect with you and the real you, and it's far more magnetic than any persona that you could present. In fact, if you're showing up with a persona, you're quite likely repelling the people that you want to attract, because in 2016 there is a huge shift away from marketing techniques, as in bullshit marketing techniques. People are communicating, people are connecting on an authentic level. There's not that, it won't be long. We're talking about marketing people to people. It's people that are buying from you. It's not faceless brands. It's not, customers are not in a customer bubble. They're human, just as you are human. They're the same as you, and you're the same as them. When you're connecting on a personal level, you will draw in far more people. But you have to show up. You have to be visible. If you're participating in Facebook groups, if you're spending any amount of time in Facebook groups reading posts and not engaging in those posts, nobody in that group knows who you are. if you're doing that, if you're just reading posts and then scrolling on, believing that you've got nothing to add, what will happen is that Facebook will become a time suck, when in reality it is a very profitable marketing channel. I said at the beginning of this, I haven't done anything offline for close to 2 years. Just about all of my business comes from Facebook, and I'm not there all day, every day, but it's because the time that I am there, I use it constructively and strategically to make sure that I am visible, that people know who I am. People know my name and they see me adding value. I'm not there for myself on the day-to-day. I'm there to add value, but that adding value makes me visible and intrigues people. And then when they're intrigued, they take notice and they get more value, and then they know who I am. But you don't have to spend all day doing that. It's not the point that you spend from morning to night. But if you haven't got clients and you're not attracting clients and you're not with clients, but you're not networking online, there's time there that you're frittering, that you could be out there attracting clients. But you do have to be visible. You can't, with online marketing, you can't be passive about it and only ever be a lurker. If you're not showing up, nobody knows that you're there. If you go and look at any group, in any group, there's about an 80-20 proportion of people who are active in the group. Everyone who is active in the group knows who is active in the group. The ones that aren't active, you wouldn't be able to say who they are or what they do because they're just invisible. And you are here to make a difference in the world. You are here to serve people who need you and who are crying out for your help. And you've got a duty, if you like, to let them find you, to find and be found by the people who need your help. But what we do is we make this quite simple. We create content and then we leverage that content. So you can become visible everywhere without having to spend all day doing it. It's a very, very 30 minutes a day to get highly visible, and then any other time you can add it in. But you do have to be visible and just show up as who you are and not as who you think people want you to be. And ask for the sale. Invite people to work with you. Don't expect that they know by default that you want them to work with you, or that they know what you do. I've got people that I'm connected with on Facebook who are great. They share great content and they add value, but I couldn't tell you what they do because I've never asked for a sale. So I can't refer them because I don't know what they're selling. I can't buy from them because I don't know how they can help me. Don't assume that people know, because they don't. A lot of people don't. It's up to you to show up and be visible. But, like I said, you don't need to spend all day doing it. You don't need to spend as much time as you believe you need to spend. Because there are ways that you can leverage and be visible everywhere very quickly. So then, you go out there and you are visible, and your call to action, if you're selling coaching sessions, training sessions, online programs, you can invite them to have a conversation with you. You can either invite them to buy or invite them to jump on a call with you. Have a conversation with them, listen to them, add value. Invite them to work with you if it's a good fit. If they're a good fit for you and you're a good fit for them, and you know 100% that you can help them, you can invite them to work with you. But the first step, get them on a call. And you don't need to make this any more complicated than it has to be. Use Facebook Messenger. Get them to send you a message. Get them to send you an email. Schedule a call. Give them a call on Facebook Messenger or on Skype. Keep it simple. Have that conversation, and if they're a good fit, invite them to work with you. But keep asking for the conversation. If the conversation is what you want, keep asking for the conversation. At the end of your post, if this resonates with you, a better wording, but basically if this resonates with you and you'd like to blah blah blah, send me a message. Let's talk. No more complicated than that. You don't need funnels. You don't need complicated software. Not yet. Not until you've gone out there and sold and you've got enough, you've made enough sales and you've earned enough income to up level your system. Right now, there is no need for complex software. Keep it easy. Drop me an email and we'll have a chat. Send me a message on Facebook. Let's jump on a video call. But you go out there, you've got your offer, you're truly excited about your offer, you create posts that educate and entertain. Call to action at the end to invite them to take the next step with you, have a conversation so that you can offer them the best fit and make sure they're a good fit for you. And then invite them to work with you if they're a good fit. Simple. But because you're truly aligned with your offer and you're really excited about your offer, it makes talking about it so much easier, because now it doesn't feel like you are selling. Do you know? If you think about something that you've ever been really excited about, you know, like moving house. If you ever moved house and you found a house that you absolutely love and you can imagine yourself living there and you can see it in your mind's eye, it's easy to talk about the house, isn't it? Because you're just so excited about it. And when you're aligned with your offer, it's easy to talk about your offer because you're so excited about it and it doesn't feel like selling anymore. Because when you're creating offers from logic and you have a conversation with someone, you get to the end of the call and you've got to invite them to work with you, there's a disconnect. You can feel, oh, it's coming up, I've got to sell. And they will feel, oh, here we go, he's going to start pitching to me. But when you're talking about something that you're truly excited about, that doesn't happen. It all just flows comfortably. And that's exactly what we're talking about here. We're taking the slog away from marketing. So there are no marketing strategies that you must do this and you must send text messages and you must send 100 emails. None of that. You just know that you've got this exciting offer that you want to share, and the inspiration of what to do will fly at you. You let go of the intention, you let go of the expectation, and you let go of any need for a plan, and trust that it's all just going to happen as it should. So again, do you know this house that you fell in love with, and maybe you put in an application to rent it? Maybe you're waiting for your mortgage to go through, or you're waiting to exchange, and you know that it's going to be your house, even though you know something could go wrong. That means that it won't become your house. But in your gut, you know that this is your house. You can see yourself living there, and you can imagine. When we were moving into our house on the island, I used to imagine putting my washing on the washing line in the garden. I was that excited about the washing line. My husband was excited about the hatch between the kitchen and the dining room. But you know what I mean? You could see it in your head that, oh, your Sunday morning washing was out on the line. He was serving food through the hatch. But even though I knew that something could happen that meant that we wouldn't get it, I knew. And so I was able to just let go of it and trust that it was all going to happen. And that's what we're talking about here. You know that the offer is right. You know that what you've got to share is amazing. And you know that you're truly excited about it. And then you just talk about it because you're that excited. You're buzzing. And you just know that you're going to sell it, and you can trust that you're going to sell it. But more than that, you can trust that it's going to bring in the people who are meant to be with you, because you can just trust. So at the end of your post, invite them to have that conversation with you, and if they're a good fit, invite them to work with you. And now you're enrolling your dream client. So you've got an offer that you're truly excited about. You're out there sharing content, adding value to your dream client. So you're talking to your dream client, which is calling them in, and you're just having conversations about something that you're really excited about, and they're eager then to invest because they love it. They love your energy's magnetic, the offer is exciting, oh my god, this is amazing, and everything just falls into place. When you're out there showing up authentically, you will be amazed at the magic that it creates. So would you like my help to design, promote and fill your aligned program or package in just 10 days, within the next 10 days? My 10 days to sold online program is a 10-day live training program teaching on a day-by-day basis, and we're going to be covering how to go deep and explore who are the people that want your help, the dream clients that if all of your needs were met, you'd have around you, you'd want to spend time with anyway, even if hypothetically you weren't going to get paid for it, but you just love the energy of them. What is the result that your program, your offer, your package will deliver? How do you do your best work? How do you want to deliver that offer? Pricing, getting the pricing aligned with you, not crowdsourcing your pricing, not asking people what they think you should charge, not looking at what other people are charging, but checking in with yourself once you've created your core offer, what feels good to charge, because you have everything that you need to create your aligned offers within you. It's going to draw it out so you know how to pull them all together. We're going to craft persuasive, non-pushy, emotion-based copy. And when a lot of people hear the word sales copy, there's a bit of a block that comes up. So we're not going to be creating sales copy. You're going to be creating sales copy, but you're not going to be creating sales copy as you may have been told to create it, as you may be resisting creating it. It will all just flow. Trust me, it will all just flow. We're going to be promoting your aligned offer online authentically. So I'm going to share some steps to you to go out there and get sharing, talking, promoting and inviting the next step. And then enrolling your dream client and getting paid. So within the next 10 days, you will have your aligned offer out there and be enrolling your dream client. So daily teaching. I'm doing Facebook Live broadcast in a private Facebook group on weekdays until next Wednesday. You get daily assignments to implement with my help and downloadable worksheets to guide your thinking, support your creation process and aid the implementation of the assignments. You don't need any sales funnels. You can use them if you want. You can use all of these if you want to, but you do not need them. You don't need Facebook ads for this. And you don't need any additional complicated technology, no membership site, nothing like that. You have everything you need already. So we actually started on Thursday. Today is day 3 and tomorrow is day 4. So if you come on board, you can come to the next live training tomorrow and then all of the rest until next Wednesday. But you're going to get unlimited access to the content. So the content isn't going anywhere. If you can't make the live sessions, you're going to get lifetime access to it so that you can revisit the process. Because the process that I'm teaching is exactly the same process that you use for a free offer as for a premium offer. No matter what you're offering, we go through the same process so that you're in alignment with whatever it is that you're promoting. So you better reuse the content over and over again. Reuse what you've learned. Nobody will be left behind. The group will stay active no matter what until the end of this year. So like I say, 3 live sessions have happened already. Day 4 is tomorrow at 9:30 a.m. You can join 4 to 10 live and catch up with 1 to 3. You won't be left behind. There will also be 2 live Q&A calls in addition to the live training, and they'll happen during November. So if you do need to take time to work through the assignments, you're still going to get me. I'm going to be active in that group right the way to the end of the year. The 10 days is just 10 day-by-day sessions. Day 1, we got clear on your ideal client. Day 2, we got clear on their language and their pain. Day 3 today, we created the core offer. Theoretically, by the end of today, or by the end of session 3, you can go out there and sell your offer. We'll start day 4, will be about the bonuses, and start day 6 with day 5 is about getting it ready to sell online, and from day 6 to 10 we'll be promoting. But you can sell by the end of day 3. And in fact, where you will be by the end of session 3 was where I was when I sold the first play. That is absolutely doable. You're also going to get lifetime access to my Fast Launch Academy program as a bonus. Now, if you want to create a program that you sell in a webinar like this, then step by step, Fast Launch Academy will take you through that process, including behind the scenes on GoToWebinar. So again, you can get a free 30-day trial of GoToWebinar in order to do your live webinar. And a Fast Launch Academy will take you step by step through the setting up of the webinar and actually the dashboard that I can see that you can't, or how to manage the tech of the webinar. So you're going to get that as a bonus when you join. Now, to stay in alignment, you need to feel good. So, do you know, you ever have days where you feel a bit plop, a bit meh, your mojo's gone away and you don't know where it's gone, and you just, you know, maybe something's happened externally that just made you feel a bit crap, and you can't operate from that place. It's really making you feel sluggish and bogged down. Now, if you're not careful, you can lose days and even weeks of feeling like that. So what I've got a series of, it's about a 10-15 minute routine, a high vibe activity routine that I go through whenever I feel like crap. But I go through it every morning, but I top it up if I feel a bit crap. Because if you try and operate from a place where you're feeling a bit negative, then that's going out. You're putting that out there in your energy. So these high vibe activities, another bonus. So if every morning you start the morning feeling great and ready to welcome in the opportunities that you'll be creating, because another part of feeling a bit crap is that you can't see the opportunities and the abundance that's in front of you. So you want to be open to receiving all of the magic that is coming your way. So I'm going to give you these high vibe activities that I created for my private clients to keep your head in the game. Now, the other thing that I'm doing is creating a diary of day by day the promotion of this offer, because I talk about letting go of any expectation and letting go of any need to plan. Now, if you're a control freak, like I sometimes am, it's quite hard to do that and trust that everything will just fall into place. So I'm creating this diary to kind of prove to you what happened when you do let go. And inside the program already, we've got people who are attracting clients, people signing up who said no and suddenly they've come back and they're ready to go. People who are getting sales unexpectedly, people who are being contacted for JV opportunities, all kinds of things. Personally, every single day I am contacted by someone who wants to promote me. When I made a commitment to only ever do aligned offers and show up with my aligned authentic marketing. I made that commitment at the end of July, and since then, on a daily basis, new opportunities have come in. And I'm sharing them in the group because we're all having a bit of a giggle in there now, because it's getting a bit, of course, you know, but as soon as they've set the intention, they've gone out there, set the intention what they want to bring in, they're bringing it in. We haven't even got out there with their offer yet. Somebody else had 3 people, had a call scheduled for last couple of weeks ago. Started working on a program on Thursday where we set the intention for the dream client. the call got rescheduled to afterwards, and she said, oh, hey, I'm just doing some work on a program where I'm going to be creating this offer. And the woman she spoke to is ready to buy and knows 2 or 3 other people who want to buy as well. Now, if that call had gone ahead at the right time, there would have been no offer, because this particular person signed up on the signed up in the morning of the first live session. All kinds of this serendipity is happening. It's happening. We're getting, like I say, we're getting to a point where we're like, of course it is. Of course you just had another new client just come to you. Of course you just had another opportunity. It's true magic, and we haven't even got out there with the offer yet. Now, there's another fast action bonus that I'm going to add, and it ends at 9 o'clock on Thursday. And that is, I've said that you do not need to use Facebook ads, but at some point you may want to. And if you want to use Facebook ads, then you don't want to pour money away on poorly performing ads. So what I'm going to do is give you my ad to lead program, which is on sale on my website right now for $197 plus that. You can go to my website and you'll see it there. And you're going to get this free. Now, in this program, I teach the exact strategy that enables one of my private clients to generate 300 new opt-ins from Facebook ads in 7 days at 22 pence each. Better than even I can do. But the exact strategy that she used, granted she's a private client, so I'm working with her privately, but the exact strategy that we use is what I teach in the Facebook ads for lead program. And I'm going to gift that to you as a bonus if you come on board with the 10 days to sold online program before 9 o'clock on Thursday morning. So that's 2 days, 48, 50 something hours from now. Maths rubbish. If you go to veronicapullum.co.uk/10 days to join, and the investment is $199 plus VAT. So 10 days to sold online, 10 days of training. The support and accountability stays open until the end of the year, so nobody gets left behind. By the end of day 3, you can start selling. If you've got people already lined up, you can start selling your offer. Days 1 to 5 are focused on pulling the offer and getting it ready to sell. 6 to 10, we're out there promoting. But by the end of day 3, you'll have something that you can sell. And like I say, by the end of day 3, I got my first sale for this program. So we started the live sessions last Thursday. So I taught one on Thursday, one on Friday, and one this morning. The next one is at 9:30 tomorrow morning. So if you join now, you can come on the next live session tomorrow morning and catch up with the rest. The earlier you join, the more live sessions you can come to. And the fast action bonus will end at 9 o'clock on Thursday, because by then it will be a longer catch up. If you're coming now, it'll be quite quick to catch up now. The assignments are taking, I don't know, 20-30 minutes a day. So 20-30 minutes. I'm normally on live for about half an hour, and then another 20-30 to do the assignments, maybe an hour a day. But if you can't keep up with the assignments on a day-by-day basis, don't worry about it. Nobody's going to get left behind. As long as you stay engaged with the process, just trust that what was meant to happen will be happening. So don't panic if you can't keep up, or don't panic if you're going on holiday, or if you can't be on every live session between now and next Wednesday. Nothing to fear. You won't be left behind. All of the training will be available to you for as long as you want it, for life, and the group will stay open until at least the end of 2016. For my personal, I'm in that group multiple times a day for support, for accountability, to bounce ideas off, and you won't be left behind. So if you go to veronicapullum.co.uk/10 days, join now for $199 plus VAT, get the 3 bonuses plus my Facebook ads for lead program, which is on sale on my website separately at $197. You're getting that free as well for when you do want to run Facebook ads. You don't have to run Facebook ads as part of this program, but when you do, make sure that you're doing them profitably. And like I say, that's the strategy that my private client used to get 300 opt-ins within 7 days at 22p each. I mean, I was nearly sick. No, not really. Oh my god, 22p? That strategy that she's used is what I teach in Adelaide. So veronicapullen.co.uk/10 days. Come and join her. And 9:30 tomorrow morning, I will be live teaching session 4. 11 o'clock on Wednesday, Thursday and Friday. I'll be live teaching 5, 6 and 7. And then next week for 8, 9 and 10. And the sooner you join, the more of the live calls that you can attend. And the live calls are magic. And like I said, magic is happening already inside the group. When you join, you'll see the post there for yourself. There are opportunities of flying in for everyone engaged. I don't know that there's anyone who's engaged with the process that hasn't created at least one opportunity already, who hasn't attracted at least one opportunity already. JVs, new client, requests to be promoted, all kinds of people coming in, sales for a program that was launched back in July and forgotten about, not being talked about, not being promoted. Suddenly sales coming in today. It's just magic. And it's all because they're getting aligned with what they want to call in. They're getting aligned with what they want to put out. And we're going to be out there authentically marketing. But they're not even marketing it yet. And these opportunities are coming in. So veronicapullen.co.uk/10 days. And I'll see you on the call at 9:30 tomorrow. So let's have a look if we got any questions. Any questions that I can help with? Pop your hand. Don't pop your hands up because I'm not going to unmute you. Type in the question box if you've got any questions. No question. So, like I say, live sessions every day, and we're going to be getting in touch with who you want to work with, creating your dream offer, your exciting offer, your aligned offer, adding the icing on the cake to make it a no-brainer, wow, super wow, and then to go out there, you'll be absolutely buzzing to talk about it because you'll be so excited about it. You'll be looking forward to actually doing the work, and getting paid will be the cherry on the top of the cake, and to go out there and show up authentically. And just for myself, just to give you a bit of an insight here, since I've made the commitment to show up authentically since the end of July, I have had experts who have known me on Facebook for several years. We're talking 3 or 4 years, who have not actually ever come forward before. Suddenly they're noticing me. And it's all because I'm showing up authentically and there's passion in my message because I'm truly excited about it. It makes a tremendous difference. And I'm going to show you step by step exactly how you can do the same. And like I say, already the members of the program are having these opportunities come through for them. Joint ventures, new clients. Somebody got 2 new sales today, part of a offer that they originally promoted or created in June or July, not mentioned. Definitely 2 random sales. People wanting JV opportunities. Somebody else with the 2 or 3 buyers lined up for an offer that hasn't even been created yet. Everything's happening as it should. And there's just so much magic that is flying in for them, all because they've set the intention and they're stepping up. So somebody described it the other day as business with feeling. And I guess that sums it up quite nicely. It's about you not operating from your head, but operating from your gut, from your intuition, from your heart, and communicating on a personal level with your audience. because people make decisions to purchase based on emotion, and then they justify it with logic. Like I say, when you're communicating from logic, when you're creating offers from logic, there's a disconnect with them wanting to connect with you on an emotional level and wanting to feel an emotional connection to you. And when you're both coming at it from an emotional connection, you'll be amazed at what you bring in. It really is. So veronicapullum.co.uk/10 days for all the details and to join her. And like I said, I'll be live at 9:30 tomorrow morning with session 4, and you'll very easily be able to catch up with sessions 1 to 3. They're live there now. You'll be able to get on with them instantly if you want to kick off tonight. Otherwise, they'll be there waiting when you're ready. Okay, so if there's no questions, I'm going to say thank you very much for joining, and I'd really love to see you inside 10 Days to Soul Online, because I know that this is a transformational program for you, and I know that it is going to make a difference, and you are going to see a different side to your business, and your business is going to feel so much easier, and you're going to be more in flow. Marketing won't feel like a slog, which you can do. You can get a bit meh about marketing sometimes when you're just marketing something you're not passionate about. We'll take all of that away and you will love it. We'll make it fun, we'll make it easy, and you'll have your offer ready to promote by the end of you'll have an offer ready to your core offer by the end of day 3, and it will be on sale for anybody to buy by the end of day 5. So 10 Days to Soul Online, veronicapullum.co.uk/10 days, and I'll see you in the group. I'm heading there right now to go and hang out with the members and answer any last minute questions, and I'll see you there in the morning, 9:30 tomorrow morning, for the next call, for the next live session. Okay, so thanks very much for joining me, and I'll see you again very soon. Bye for now.